There was one more store. I think it's the quest counter that has an upgrade. Hi. The quest counter is unavailable right now. Okay.
Rackham looks ready to take off the second we say go.
You don't think they're gonna do anything to her, do you, Captain?
I hope not.
I don't think they want to actually hurt her. Not from what
They
I
seem
saw.
to worship her. So,
Good thing we know where that red ship is going.
mess with her head, maybe. Physically harm her, probably not.
Grand Cypher will hunt it down in no time. But once we catch them, those punks are gonna pay for what they did. They can run, but they can't fly from the Grand Cypher.
They can run, but they can't fly.
We promised to meet up with Fix-It Dude. Let's head for the dock.
New quests available.
Is your stomach growling? Then give it what it
Come to view the requests?
Fate episodes. Fate episodes are special character-specific stories. More episodes are unlocked as the game progresses and characters level up. Okay, so these all increase stats. Okay, well, I want my stats to go up, so let's go ahead and view one. There are 11 Fate episodes. We're in the prologue. Her name is Lyria. View this Fate episode. Sure.
Our adventure began with a strange light falling over my home island of Zinkenstill. I chased it to the impact site, where I found a blue-haired girl named Lyria and a knight, Catalina. The girl was shaken, and pretty soon I learned the reason why. She was on the run from Erste Empire soldiers. I knew an unfair fight when I saw one, so I stepped up to protect Lyria from those awful tyrants. Catalina and I fended them off well enough, but when their backs were in the corner, they released a fire-breathing hydra. It charged me, sending me flying into the tree line. Moments away from death, all I could think about was Dad. He'd been the one who trained me, and he'd done a great job, but... well, who expects their son to get attacked by a five-headed horror? He was going to be devastated. So, it's all over. Just as I began to sink into darkness, a gentle light enveloped my body. Lyria, wreathed by a mystical halo, was floating above me with her hand outstretched. She explained that she was going to merge our life forces. Fortunately, it worked. From that moment forward, Lyria and I would be inextricably linked. Looking into her blue eyes, I knew I had nothing to fear, not even death itself. Two people, one life, a greater whole.
We really almost died to a Hydra, huh?
Lyria had taken a huge risk to save me. Now, if one of us got hit with a fatal blow, it was curtains for both. And that thought awakened in me a desperate hunger for survival, for life.
Well, hey, you know she's not dead with the weird church people. That's something.
The next moment, Lyria and I felt this reverberation of power. The torrent of emotion rushing from me had awakened something. Darkness and flame swirled around us, coalescing into a massive dragon, Bahamut. With him on our side, we made short work of the Imperial Hydra. Now that their trump card had been blasted into oblivion, the Imperial Army had no choice but to run. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't chased that light. No Lyria, no lifelink, no adventure. Man, I probably wouldn't even have set foot off of Zinkenstill. Fate's a funny thing, isn't it? Since meeting Lyria, we've seen our fair share of joy and happiness, and pain and suffering. but the Grand Cipher crew doesn't buckle under pressure. We'll take on anything the journey throws at us. No regrets.
Does she not have shoes? A fateful encounter. Oh, I can watch this too. Finish prologue. Frey meets Catalina and Lyria, who are fleeing from the Erste Empire's military. Frey fights back against the pursuers and is mortally wounded. Lyria links her life force to Frey in order to... Oh yeah, we just saw that. I think we're gonna have a lot of these to go through.
Now where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire, who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by. We realized we needed to get off Zinkenstill. Fast. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was on the loose. And I figured that since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interests if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies. Though, doing it on the run, not what I had in mind.
It'd be like that.
So much to think about. So much to decide. But all those plans could come after we had escaped Zinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well...
Sounds like a
I
bit
had
of an
another,
exaggeration,
more
but sure.
personal reason for wanting to leave. Before
Do
I
you
knew
like
it, our journey
Lyria?
was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My son, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia.
Okay, we're getting really nice stat gains from this. Well, I guess we'll just make our way through as many of these as we can, and then we'll call it a day. But I want the stat gains, so we're gonna sit through them. We're learning about their past and what brought them together.
From the moment we left Zinkenstill, our adventures were hectic, to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel onto the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helmsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution.
And to not let
Thanks to their
Catalina
support that I've
have a
made it
hand at the
this
wheel.
far. And what a wild ride it's been. To think I had never even set foot off of Zinkenstill. But now, I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone visited. Sure, being a roving band of heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyway, we've just begun the next chapter of our
What a
adventure.
humble brag. It's
We
rough
discovered
being a
another
hero.
piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, because here we come.
Character level 10 or higher, clear the Pilgrims of Avia. Finish chapter 2. Episode 2.
Skyfarers, we need your aid. Goblins! Goblins in Tempeal!
We were at the dock in Folka, taking care of landing procedures, when a panicked old merchant rushed toward us. In between his wheezing, he explained that a shipment of relief supplies headed for Tempeal had been intercepted by monsters.
When did this happen?
Tempeal reminded me of Id and how he had totally beat our butts. It was embarrassing, yeah, but what's worse, it reminded me of losing Lyria.
Tempeal, huh? Maybe this time around I can actually help out.
That wasn't Vern's usual peppy tone. He was probably reliving those bad memories, just like me. I guess after you've spent as much time together as we have, you pretty much share a brain. It wasn't going to be a fun journey to Tempeal for either of us. But we were Skyfarers. Desperate times called for brave faces. Anyway, goblins. Smart. Fast. That meant we wouldn't have the luxury of time. We needed to throw together the minimum amount of supplies needed for the journey and head out. I turned to Vern so we could discuss game plans, but then I saw his ears were droopy.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen goblins referred to as smart. Fast, sure. Creative, maybe, even, because they build weird stuff, but smart? Interesting.
If we're fighting goblins, then we should have them licked by lunch.
Something was wrong, but with the hasty flight
Licked
preparations,
by
I couldn't spare the
lunch.
few minutes to
What does that
investigate.
mean?
Pull through it, Vern, I thought. We need you.
Oh, that was it? Okay. The next episode is also available. I get a new slot. Defend. Okay. I won another sigil slot, so we're doing it. I think we're actually fighting. Party. You must play as... Oh, that makes sense. It's his quest. I want her to level up, so add her.
Are we going on a field trip?
Add in EO.
They'll never see me coming.
So we have wind, earth, light, and... EO can cast freeze and a fire spell. Let's do Rosetta. Yeah. And then gear. Cagliostro, you need a sigil. Take, what does this do again? Raises trait level based on weapons rescued. You then gain the associated effect. I've rescued 2 crabs, which puts your power up by 14. Honestly, we might as well do the crab thing. It seems to be doing the most. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, we might as well. That was weird. Only the right side of my controller vibrated.
A little less than an hour later, it was time to depart. But Vern was nowhere to be found.
Hurry, Skyfarers! We can't waste another second!
Later we got there, the more supplies would be stolen or destroyed. This could add up to weeks or even months of delay in Tempeal's restoration. Vern, I hope you're okay, bud. I was worried out of my mind. But a captain's gotta do what a captain's gotta do. I left a message for Vern with the merchant, and we set out.
Goblins? I can't even fight stinking goblins! What good am I? Just a scaredy lizard who brings everybody down.
I get that you're a dragon.
Man.
You still look more like a cat, though.
If only I was more like my pal, swinging swords and shooting spells. Then I'd finally be able to help out. Maybe I could have stopped Avia from taking Lyria. Maybe I could have done something. How do you live the skyfaring life without combat skills? Heck, I can't even blow sparks, much less fire. What kind of dragon can't breathe fire? Huh, I tell everybody I'm a cool dragon, but I'm just a faker.
A faker.
You are unworthy.
You were right, Ed. I'm not worthy. Not worthy of being in the crew. Not worthy of being the captain's best bud.
Ah, finally, here you are. I was looking everywhere for you.
Uh-huh. What did this old dude want with me?
Your captain left you a message. The crew's gone on ahead, but as an indispensable member of the Grand Cipher, they want you with them as soon as possible. And that's an order.
Indispensable? That meant like VIP, right? Me? For a second
VIP.
there, I was about to blow it off. Like, yeah, right, my bud's just saying that. But then I remembered, this crew had always kept it real. No lies, no flattery. Yeah, we kicked butt because we believed in one another. These guys were my best friends. And maybe we weren't perfect. I mean, we lost to Id, but my bud put his captain boots on and got right back up and tried again.
Put his captain
Never
boots
about
on.
swords or magic. He was about always moving forward, never giving up. And more than anything, it was about being there for each other. What was I worrying about? Who cares if I couldn't fight? There are 1,000,002 ways to help on an adventure. I mean, you try questing without a cook or a healer.
Hello? Merchant of Vern, do you read me? If you're done daydreaming now, I've got a ship ready to go.
It was time to get a move on, or I wasn't worth my scales. Sorry, everybody.
You have scales? It looks like you just have floof.
There we go. Let's do it to it.
Let's
Supply should
do
be
it
this way. Let's move.
to it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Our potion stock's running low. We'll be okay against a few goblins, right?
Hopefully. Just don't overdo it.
Okay. Actual combat. I can't wait to play as Cagliostro. She planted a flower.
Sure hope Vern's okay.
He was really down, wasn't he? Poor Vern.
He'll figure it out. Is there still a treasure chest in here?
Out of our way! We're in
No.
a hurry here!
There goes a fireball. Ow. Okay, we continue. Oh, there's more enemies down there. I'm a-coming.
Damn, they're back for more. Right when we were about to cross the finish line.
I see people! Over there, by the
You're weaker
supply.
now.
We have to go help them!
Come, Crimson Sword. There now.
How's this?
Can I not use, like, Link skills right now? I guess I can't. It's not saying, like, any Link percentage. It's weird.
Folks doing okay?
Skyfarers. We're doing better now. We need these supplies to repair
What do you
Temple.
think?
Please, would you protect them? We're on it. Take cover, okay?
Okay.
One more.
What does this do? Rage.
Spiral Road.
Get 'em. Phew. I think that was the last of them.
Thank you. You saved Tempteel's future.
Heads up, goblin reinforcements. Just don't quit.